Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRIENDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, fans of the Washington Commanders. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape in recent months, you know that this offseason has been pivotal for the team. The front office, led by Ron Rivera and the entire coaching staff, has been working tirelessly to strengthen the roster, to fill gaps, and to prepare for what many hope will be a breakthrough season. But even with all the moves, there's a lingering question that many of us have been pondering. Is the secondary, the defensive backfield that's so crucial in today's pass-heavy NFL, truly solid? And could a veteran presence come in and make that difference? Well, it turns out that this is exactly what's being discussed in NFL circles right now, and the possibility of signing a player like Marcus Williams, the former Baltimore Ravens safety, has many fans excited about what could be next for the Commanders. Let's dig into this a little deeper. The secondary is one of those areas where teams often look for that veteran leadership, that steadying influence that can help young players grow, and can provide the team with a sense of security in critical moments. The Commanders have been pretty active this offseason, bringing in players like Will Harris, who's been versatile, capable of playing in the box as a safety or as a nickel corner. But, as Carmen Vitali from Fox Sports pointed out, there's still a question mark when it comes to the safety position behind Quan Martin, the promising second-round pick from the 2023 NFL Draft. Now, Martin is definitely a player with a lot of potential, but rookies often need time to develop, and in the NFL, one injury or a few missed assignments can be costly. So, the idea of bringing in a seasoned veteran like Marcus Williams is not just a pipe dream. It's a strategic move that could pay huge dividends. Williams, an 8-year NFL veteran, has had his share of ups and downs, but his talent and experience are undeniable. He's a player who's made a name for himself as a ball hawk, a safety with a nose for the ball, capable of making game-changing plays. During his career, especially with the New Orleans Saints, Williams established himself as one of the league's most opportunistic safeties. In fact, he's had multiple seasons where he racked up several interceptions. 3 times, he's had 4 picks in a single season, which shows not only his instincts, but also his ability to read the quarterback and make plays on the ball. Now, with Williams currently a free agent, there's speculation about whether he'll find a new team to revive his career. The Ravens, where he played most recently, had a somewhat disappointing stint with injuries. Wrist injuries, torn pecs, and inconsistent health kept him off the field at times. But before those setbacks, Williams was a disruptive force on defense, and his ability to patrol the deep field and provide support in coverage was well recognized. Think back to some of his best plays, those game-changing interceptions, like the one against the Miami Dolphins, where he made a stunning read and turned the tide of the game. It's moments like those that remind us just how valuable a player like Williams can be when healthy and in the right system. If Williams can return to full health, the Commanders might be looking at a steal, a bargain deal that could give their secondary a veteran presence that's been missing. And let's not forget, the team's defense is still very much in flux. Jeremy Chinn's departure creates a vacancy, and although players like Percy Butler, Dominique Hampton, or Tyler Owens are capable of stepping up, the experience and playmaking ability Williams brings could be the missing piece the Commanders need to elevate their defensive unit. What's interesting here is that Williams is a safety used to playing at a single high position, often patrolling deep zones, which fits perfectly with the style of defense the Commanders are trying to implement. His ball skills, his knack for making turnovers, and his experience in high-pressure situations make him an ideal candidate to mentor younger safeties and to provide stability in critical moments. Remember, football is a game of inches and moments, and having a veteran who's been there and done that can be the difference between a good defense and a great one. Now, of course, bringing in a player like Williams isn't without its risks. Durability has been a concern, and after his injury-riddled last season, some might wonder if he's still got that spark. But if we look at his career as a whole, it's clear that when healthy, he's a difference maker. His time with the Saints proved that, especially during seasons where he was a turnover machine, racking up multiple interceptions and making some jaw-dropping plays. That one against the Dolphins, for example, where he intercepted a pass that no one saw coming, was a reminder of his ball-hawking skills. The potential signing of Williams would also send a message to the rest of the NFC East. The Commanders are serious about competing and making a statement. They're not just building for the future, they want to win now, and a savvy veteran safety could be the piece that pushes this defense over the top. It's also worth noting that the team's draft strategy this year has been focused on adding youth and potential, but veteran leadership in the secondary could complement that youth nicely, offering a good mix of talent and experience. After all, NFL defenses are about more than just raw talent. They're about cohesion, communication, and understanding what each player needs to do in critical situations. A veteran like Williams can help instill that confidence and cohesion. And let's take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture here. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive in recent years, with teams like the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, and New York Giants all making significant moves to bolster their rosters. The Commanders, by adding a veteran safety like Williams, could be positioning themselves to not only stay competitive but to emerge as a real threat. The defense, after all, is the backbone of any championship-caliber team, and solidifying the back end can often be the difference in close games. Furthermore, the coaching staff under Ron Rivera has always emphasized a tough, disciplined approach, and a player like Williams embodies those qualities. His leadership, football IQ, and instincts could be exactly what this team needs to turn the page and take that next step. The NFL is a league where experience often trumps youth in critical moments, and bringing in someone who's been through the battles, who knows how to read offenses and make plays under pressure, that's invaluable. Switching gears a bit, it's also worth mentioning that the Commanders have shown a willingness to be aggressive this offseason, making moves that signal their intent to contend. Whether it's signing key free agents, strengthening the offensive line, or bolstering the pass rush, every move seems to point toward a team that's not content just to compete but to win. Adding Marcus Williams, if it happens, would be another strategic move in that direction. It's about creating depth, competition, and a culture that values experience and football intelligence. Looking ahead, fans are understandably excited about the potential of this defense. The secondary, with its mix of youth and experience, could become one of the league's most formidable units if everything clicks. Williams, with his history of making plays and his leadership qualities, could be the glue that holds it all together. And on a team that's still developing chemistry, having a veteran presence in that backfield could accelerate the growth of younger players, helping them reach their full potential faster. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and signing a free agent like Williams would come with its own set of questions: health, fit, and whether he can regain his top form. But the potential upside far outweighs the risk, especially for a team that's still trying to find its identity and establish a winning culture. It's about smart additions, building a roster that's versatile and resilient, and creating a defense that can be feared across the league. If Williams can come in and contribute, it could be a game changer for the Commanders this season. Now, shifting gears a little, it's also interesting to see how the team's draft picks and recent signings fit into this puzzle. The Commanders have been aggressive in adding young talent. Players like Jahan Dotson, a promising receiver who's shown flashes of greatness, and the improvements on the offensive line. But defense, especially safety and cornerback, remains a critical area that could make or break their chances of competing deep into the season. Adding a veteran safety like Marcus Williams would not only improve the overall talent level, but also provide mentorship and stability to a relatively young secondary. And let's not forget the overall context of the NFC East. The division has been unpredictable, with every team making moves. The Eagles, reigning NFC champions, have a stacked roster, but the Commanders have been quietly building a team that can challenge them. The Cowboys, always tough, have improved their defense, and the Giants are on an upward trajectory after their recent playoff appearance. So, the stakes are high, and every move counts. Having a veteran safety like Williams could be the difference in those tight, late-game scenarios that decide division supremacy. In terms of team philosophy, Ron Rivera's leadership has always emphasized toughness, discipline, and football intelligence. Bringing in someone like Williams, who exemplifies those qualities, aligns perfectly with that vision. It's about building a culture that demands accountability and excellence, and experience plays a big part in that. Williams, with his track record, could be a key figure in fostering that environment. Looking at the bigger picture, the NFL is a league where every detail counts. The Commanders are aware of that, and they're making calculated moves to position themselves as contenders. Whether it's upgrading the secondary, adding depth across the board, or sharpening their game plan, they're clearly aiming high. The fans, of course, are eager to see how these moves translate onto the field. We all want to see a team that plays with passion, resilience, and a relentless desire to win. As we await official confirmation on whether Marcus Williams will join the Commanders, the buzz continues to grow. Fans are optimistic, and rightfully so. The potential addition of a player like Williams could be a turning point, giving the team that extra edge needed to compete with the best in the league. It's a story worth following closely because it's not just about one player. It's about the direction of the franchise, its ambitions, and its quest to bring a Super Bowl back to Washington. So, as we wrap up today's deep dive into this intriguing situation, remember that the NFL offseason is a time of strategic moves, bold decisions, and sometimes surprises. The Commanders are in that phase right now, and fans should stay tuned because the next chapter could be written very soon. Whether it's through free agency, trades, or development from within the roster, the team is clearly aiming for greatness. And with the right pieces in place, including possibly Marcus Williams, that dream of another Super Bowl parade in Washington might just become a reality sooner than we think. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Do you think Marcus Williams can be that game-changing safety the team needs? Or do you believe the young guys like Quan Martin or others can step up and fill that role? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this franchise. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest news on the Washington Commanders. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. This season could be special, and with the right moves, the sky's the limit. Thanks for being with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.